3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome back, baby, to episode 64 of the Point Podcast. This is the best number, by the way. Shout out to the Nintendo 64.
Yes.
Shout out to what's another 64 console? Was there any other? Wasn't there Commodore 64?
Commodore
Shout
64.
out to that. Shout out to 64-bit graphics. Woo! Surely there's something else. Shout out to Mario 64. Shout out to Donkey Kong 64. Shout out to Pilot Wings 64. Shout out to, what's another 64 name? N64 game. I don't know. Shout out to all of them. N64, great console. A lot of shit games, a lot of good ones, but you know how it be. We're back. We are going to talk about some epic things today, including Brock in post, even though you don't edit this, put in the Zelda opening chest or the like sound. Da-na-na-na. We've got the AYN Thor here, baby. Woo! On deck.
God, yeah.
Ben, show yours.
I got mine too. It's the purple one.
And Brock, show yours.
Yeah, I've just got the 3DS.
That's right. You suck.
No PSP today, just 2 Switches.
2 Switches, a 3DS, and my phone.
Bro, what is this collection? He's literally got the new Switch, the old Switch, a DS, and his phone on the desk in front of him.
We're going to talk about the Switch. So
Where we are actually in. Can you give me both of those real quick?
I didn't
Thank
actually
you.
realize there was a big size comparison.
Yeah, it's a
So
8-inch screen versus 6.2.
this is the new Switch. This one here. But
It's so funny because his stuff would have got ruined and it's more expensive than that piece of cardboard.
piece of cardboard. Yeah, they are bigger. I just realized they're a fair bit bigger. But there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Thor. I've had the Thor for 2 or 3 weeks now. Ben, you've had it for about
A
month and a half. No, you got it about 2 weeks before me.
Yeah, about a month.
Want to talk about our thoughts on it because I feel like we're past like the honeymoon period of having this thing. I am still extremely happy with this.
Yeah,
I'm not putting as much time in it as I wished just because I've been busy, but I've still put at least like 80 hours into this thing.
Oh yeah, I've got 60 in Pokemon alone.
Yeah, well, I think I've got about 50, 60 in Pokemon. The AYN Thor, give it time. I still think this is going to be the best handheld I've ever bought. Like, I like this more than my 3DS or my PSP, anything like that. It's an emulator machine. There's glitches. There's problems I've had with it, but it's been such a good experience aside from that it has made up for it, which is not common.
The few glitches haven't ruined your experience.
Yeah, well, and a lot of them are software based, like just games and putting mods on things and pushing it a bit harder than it probably could.
Yep.
But it's been great. I've seen a few people comment on our videos because we had a video about the AYN Thor go up a while ago where they were, someone said, this is never going to be as good as hardware emulation or like playing on actual hardware. You should have gone out and bought a 3DS. I'm like, bro, if I want to play everything that I'm on this, I'm up for like $2,000.
Yeah.
And then the game's on top.
I'd actually say it would be more than $2,000, but yeah, including the games for sure.
Yeah, Nintendo games.
Because what? I would have to get a 3DS. I'd have to get a
Well, what have you got on there
DS?
just right now?
Well, emulator-wise, I've gotten here because I own all these games completely legal. I've got a PS2, I've got a PS1, I've got N64, I think I've got Dreamcast, I've got Switch, I've got PSP, I've got PS Vita, I've got 3DS, DS, GameCube, Game Boy.
You've cracked the $3,000 already.
Yeah,
I'm just,
there's
mentally
so many
tally
things
of
that
the
I've got
last-
on this, and you know, right? You're right. There's going to be times where they don't run as good, but you know what? It's hectic to play games that weren't widescreen, 60 FPS on an OLED screen. That's portable.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. You just can't. Like, this has been the AYN Thor. I mean, I don't know how much experience you had with emulating on like your PCs and stuff in the past.
Oh, a little bit. It was mainly just like running Emerald and stuff and like playing.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
I've done PS3 emulation on my current PC. That works a little bit better than I expected it to. Definitely a lot better than it did on my laptop. Yeah.
But yeah, emulation on this thing, I well and truly prefer over just downloading an emulator on my PC.
Yeah.
I've downloaded that many PS2 emulators on my PC. I've downloaded that many, just any console emulator, GameCube, DS, to play stuff before. It is so much more fun on this. It's such more of a, I feel like I'm playing the game again, and it's not like there's still the illusion of spoiled for choice. Well, it's not even an illusion. You just are spoiled for choice with this thing. But
so many games
when you sit down and play something on this,
I'm comfortable.
yeah, and I'm hooked.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not the same experience as sitting down when I was 6 and playing Simpsons Hit and Run, but this is the closest I've ever been. And I was like, whoa, I've actually got it here. Feels like I actually have the proper game, and there's a bit more agency for me playing it more.
Do you think that there's something to be said for like holding the console there in your hands and having the screen that close, that like it draws you in more as opposed to you looking at a TV across the room or sitting a couple of feet away from a computer monitor?
Yeah, I feel like it's that, but also it's because it's a physical device.
Yeah.
It's not just me downloading RPS, CX or whatever, and it's not just software. It feels like I've got it. Even though the emulators aren't on here.
I'm more mean to get you engrossed in the game, because something I've noticed with the Switch 2, playing Pokemon, I've noticed a couple of times that, dear God, I've just seen me in your little thing there, and I was like, I liked having my hair out, but I'm not liking having my hair out anymore.
Yeah,
it's almost like I bullied you all day today at work about having your hair out, and you still chose not to put it up.
You called it bullying. You were blowing me kisses all day. So
that's what you call it.
Anyway, playing Pokemon on the Switch, I've found that I'm far more engrossed in it when I'm actually like, even if I'm sitting at my computer, playing it in handheld mode, I feel way more engrossed than playing it up on the actual screen. And I don't know whether that's because of having it there. I don't see what the real difference could be having it there to there, but there is an actual difference.
Your eyes are focused in one spot, and that's all you're focusing on.
But it's the same thing if I like to have it focused in one spot. It's the same thing as if I had it up on the actual monitor.
No, because you've got a second monitor there that you've got something else on. Or
if I'm playing the Switch, at most I might have some music playing on there. I don't know.
I just feel like the physical device and not just being software has sold me on this a lot more.
Yeah.
I know I've still got to download the software on here. It's technically the same thing, but it's a device solely for this, for emulating, and it feels so great. Like playing so many things on here that I haven't touched in years, and I've had the ability to, but I've wanted to way more, and just sitting in bed and just playing them. I will say it sucks that FPSs aren't good on this. I really wish that. I mean, there's no real way around that.
No, I mean, it's just how it's set up, which there's got to be a fault in it at some point. And
yeah, that's the one. I mean, like other stuff is great. Like sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable playing certain things after a certain amount of time, which sucks. I'm really looking forward to an official dock for this, because I've got docks and stuff that I can plug this into a TV. There is a fair bit of input lag, enough that you could play, but it wouldn't be that fun.
Yeah.
Latency, I mean.
Last week you said you were downloading, among other things, you were downloading Baldur's Gate to it.
Didn't end up doing that.
Okay.
I don't know why. The program I was using, Game Hub, it just went to a crawl for the download. So it was going to take days.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
It depends like on certain times of the time.
So it's not the internet you got here in the studio. It's like
definitely
something else.
Not. I mean, we got 2 gigabit down.
Yeah.
So I went and downloaded. I was like, oh fuck, is it this? And then I legally got some mods from a server I have offsite, and I downloaded from there. And notoriously doesn't have very good speeds from that server, and it downloaded stuff super quick.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it was just Game Hub was having a hissy. I will have another go.
What other PC games did you download to it?
I haven't got anything else on here yet. I tried to download a few things, and it was just having hissy fits. The games were too big.
Yeah.
But there was a few things I wanted to try. There was a couple on there. I was like, oh, that's good. I downloaded Battlefield 2.
Okay, yeah.
But the problem is a lot of these games that I wanted to try didn't have proper controller support.
Yeah, because they're the PC versions, and it's the early... Well, not...
Oh, it's...
Not the early days of PC gaming. It's the early days of popular PC gaming.
Battlefield 2 is like 2005 or 6 or something.
I'd call it the early days of
even
popular.
Earlier. I think it was 2005. It's old when it had EA challenge everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I got on there. I still been playing Mega Bonk. That's been fun. Ben, you downloaded Blueprints on it.
I did download Blueprints on it. I got it the other day and spent 9 hours playing Blueprints. So I was like, oh, I want to lay in bed and play it now, not at my PC. So I jumped in, downloaded it onto the AYN THOR. It handled it okay. I mean, I was getting about 20 frames and that was it on the low setting. But I also downloaded some like little game I found on PlayStation Plus years ago, Surviving Mars. Yep. It runs as well as it did on the PS5 or... but I mean, it's like an RTS sort of game, so it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It ran surprisingly well. I did just see that GameHub has also put out a download update, so that should fix it.
Well, that might fix some stuff. I will say with GameHub and especially with the Thor, they do have very regular updates.
Yeah. And
they've changed some big things. Like they listen to the community as much. I know people are very worried about like the security of the data on it, which I fully get.
So you have to sign in to use it. Do you, or is it that it? What's the concern about like the data?
It links to your Steam account.
Okay.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it's because I can jump on and I'm looking at my Steam library right now, and I can pick if I want to download XYZ game. But it's also there's so many cool features about it. I mean, who knows if they're taking data or not? But like, there's a lot of games that are tested, so it's got a big tick next to it saying this is compatible for GameHub, completely fine, and these ones will have problems, and it makes it a lot easier. There's a lot of games in here that are like, oh, compatible. Ultra Kill is compatible. I'm never playing Ultra Kill on this thing. Yeah. I can't play FPSs on this, let alone Ultra Kill, which is notorious like very fast panning and whipping.
Yeah.
Great game, by the way. Recommend Ultra Kill if you want to play.
Just not a FPS. Game for a small screen with a controller.
No, I downloaded Project Silverfish a while ago and deleted it just because it didn't have proper controller support. That would have been hectic on here.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
That could be something in the long run that will get going good.
I still need to try that, honestly. Every time you bring it up, I'm like, oh, I need to try that.
Yeah, it's a fun game. That'd be so good in bed.
Yeah.
Have you have much experience with Steam Link with it?
No, I haven't touched Steam Link at all with it.
Yeah, so I tried it out the other day because I was like, oh, maybe if the game's not going to run well on here, I'll just use Steam Link, and I completely forgot that was a thing that existed.
Yep.
It runs perfectly fine. I thought that there's a little bit of input lag depending on the game, but I mean, I played Battlefield 6 and jumped in a private lobby for like 45 minutes and flying around in the jets. It had no issue at all. The one thing that did annoy me though is how good it looks on the screen compared to my monitor. So I want to buy an OLED monitor now.
Yeah.
Because it just looked, I was like, I know it's a lot smaller and it's not a 32-inch curved monitor, but also like it just looks so pretty.
Yeah, no, OLED screens are so great. I will say though, I haven't had screen burn. I've had minor screen burn on this thing. I left Simpsons Hidden Run up. I was playing it the other night and I left it on just the pause menu for like 10 minutes maybe. 10 minutes or so. And I jumped out and it was there. It disappeared. It disappeared, but it was there.
I noticed that.
I'm just imagining, like, I'm sure some words were like uttered.
I was like, oh, fuck. So I jumped out of the game because I was like, I started playing. I was like, why is there a square around or something? Like, because it's just that square orange or yellow box or whatever it is. I was like, what the fuck? And I went out and I was on a couple of things for a second. And I was like, okay, I'm going to quickly just go into Google and type in white screen. By the time I went to that, it was gone. So I think it's very minor, and it was only in certain games because other games I left on the pause menu for ages, like 20 minutes, and it was fine. I think it was just certain colors really stood out on it.
Yeah, maybe.
I noticed a little bit on like the bottom screen down here that it had when I left it on that, I was playing a widescreen game. That. I jumped into the little settings menu where I can adjust the brightness and stuff, and I could see the rows of my icons down the bottom, and I was like, oh, that's odd. And I just turned that brightness right down for like 10 minutes and then put it back up and it was fine.
I just turned the bottom screen off a lot on this.
Yeah.
Have you had any other problems with you were getting like weird purple lines across the screen?
Yeah, I had a little issue at the start, which I opened it up and there was that purple line. I haven't seen it since. I think once I started using it, it did a few updates and stuff. It kind of just...
It was probably exactly what that happened on this, where it was just like some sort of screen burn and slowly went away.
It was a weird, like, because I didn't notice it until I got a real dark screen up and I could just see it was the one line of pixels. It was minuscule, but
because when you tried to show it to me, like you sent a photo which didn't show it. Then you sent a photo of someone like, oh, it's like this, of a completely different thing that wasn't the Thor. then when I came round, you actually showed it to me, and I was like, I don't see it until you actually pointed it out, and you're like, right here, right on this exact pixel here, and I was like, okay, yeah, now I can see it.
To be fair, I also have young eyes. You are 45 years old, so
Yeah,
that could be a
fuck you.
factor. But I did reach out to the company that we bought our Thor, or I bought my Thor through, and was like, hey, look, I'm having this issue. He took my phone call at like 8:30 at night, which was crazy.
Yeah, on a Friday as well.
Yeah, and we spoke for like 45 minutes. And he's like, look, great customer service, by the way. He was like, look, if you have an issue, feel free to try it out over the weekend, and we can, if there's still an issue and you want to return it, you can. I can't get you the same one you wanted because there's no stock left.
Yeah.
But he was willing to give me his full unopened Thor pretty much. He's like, his box has been opened, hasn't been used.
It's his personal one,
His
wasn't it?
personal one he hadn't got to try out yet for him and his wife. And he was like, I will happily just send it, package it up more, make sure there's no damage, and then like we'll go from there.
What was the name of this company again?
I am going to look that up because I honestly
Pie
can't.
something?
Pie Mania, I think.
Pie Mania, I think. Look it up.
Yeah.
I want to make
because
sure.
that is
because
outstanding
it's
service.
very good
yeah.
customer service.
Because
Shout out.
I'm not going to dox his real name because I do know it. Pie Mania.
Yeah, Pie Mania, based out of his garage, Australian company.
Yeah.
Great bloke.
Yeah.
When
Good job.
When I get mine, I'm definitely going to be going through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't go through them because I got Ben onto going through them because I was like, hey, I had already bought mine before Ben got his. I got mine through the AYN website.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any at Pie Mania at the time that I went to go buy one. And by the time I'd bought mine, and I also wanted the Max model because I've got the 16 gigabyte of RAM and a terabyte of storage. Ben's got
I got the
Pro, the one which is going to be 256 and then 12 gigabyte RAM, which is still more than enough.
Well, in hindsight, more base storage would have been good. It takes an SD card, so
Yeah,
it's
it's fine.
Which, for what you're going to be using it for, like I've seen a lot of people online going like, oh, the read and write speeds are going to... No, they're not.
It's fine. It's
for
fine.
For 99% of the ROMs you're going to be running through there of the stuff that we legally own,
Yeah.
it's not going
Also,
to be
you
an
can
issue
get
at all.
SD Express cards now, which I told you about the other day, and
Yes.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
about soon. But no, I got mine through the AYN website. I looked back at Pie Mania, and they'd got some in stock ready to go, and I was like, fuck, I sort of wish like I went and bought one through them because I'd get it quicker. Aussie stock, you had the warranty through them and then through AYN as well.
Mine took, I think,
So,
4 days or
4
something
days.
since
So
I
it's
ordered
fast.
it.
I messaged Ben and I was like, hey, they've got 2 left. You should get one. He's like, fuck yeah, he got it. If they had the Ultra, I would have just cancelled my AYN order and gone through them.
He is stocking them now.
He's
when
stocking
they come
them
in,
now, yeah.
Because
So-
that was my first query. Is like, oh, one of my mates bought one off the actual Thor website. And he goes, yeah, we tried, but like we just thought we'd start with these, and then everyone's messaging us saying we want the Max.
Yeah. So shout out to Pie Mania. I might, if I remember, you can tell me. I'll chuck the link in the description to go buy them through there. If you're in Australia, buy them through Pie Mania.
Yes.
And get them real quick. If he's got any stock left, though, that's the thing.
That website's got so much stuff on it as
It
well.
does.
Raspberry Pis. It's
a
got
lot
a
of cool
bunch
stuff.
of things.
But back to the actual Thor itself. This thing is incredible. Like the sound out of it's decent for what's on there.
Yeah.
Battery life has been insanely good on this thing. So happy with it. Charges up really fast. I don't know what the wattage isn't on it. Like, I don't think it's much. It's probably only 20, 25, something like that. But it still charges up pretty
I
quick.
mean, mine's plugged into my old MacBook charger that's what I think 65 watt, and it's still it takes like half an hour, 45 minutes to fully charge.
To get it a decent up.
See, I would have said it'd be more than that because, like we said, I think last week I had commented on the 3DS battery. I looked it up later on. It is a 1700 milliwatt, however you say, capacity for batteries now. For the 3DS new, I have a feeling these would be
Much
considerably more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
So I'd say like, I don't know.
Also, the brightness on these
60
things is
something?
hectic. Like I've regularly been using mine at like about 40% brightness,
That's not bad.
and
yeah.
I keep forgetting that it can go much brighter. It looks great when it's at its max brightness.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an OLED screen. It just looks better and better the more, like, I've got it around there and then it's up to that. It looks great.
Which
and we've got studio lights on. So
I was
I'll put,
about to say, yeah.
I mean, like that's it with the studio lights on. You can still see it really well there.
It's also great at 3 a.m. when your eyes hurt and you can't turn it off and you just turn your brightness right down to nothing.
It's the bottom screen, being able to change all the settings on the Thor and be able to control. And one thing that's really good is you can. There's a couple things, but
I'm giggling. You're both just toying around with them now
I'm
as we're
gonna
trying to
leave it.
record.
I got to leave it. So you can change the hertz of the screen.
Yep.
Which is really good. You can put it into 120 hertz mode. It makes the bottom screen tear a bit, but usually you're not doing anything too
Just turn the bottom screen off.
intensive on the bottom screen if you're using it. What I've been loving on this, because I've been playing that Pokemon mod, is on the bottom I've got like a Pokédex app open, or I've got Chrome open, or Google,
You have some
YouTube.
other,
and it's great. That I won't lie. There's times where I'm playing something on that top screen and I put something on the bottom and I fiddle around too much on the bottom screen and it crashes.
I have noticed that playing, adjusting the settings when I'm playing Platinum on my legal copy of Nintendo DS games. If I press the home button and go back and adjust the brightness, whatever, and then don't click the bottom screen again, the whole screen will start shaking and it'll go like up and down like it's trying to compute, like spamming multiple tabs. Click with the top screen and it seems to fix it for a bit. There are times where the bottom screen just won't move then.
I have a feeling that, I don't know if it will be as much with that one because your version isn't as intensive as the version of Platinum I'm playing. I think it's just because it's a modded copy.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just...
it's one of those things that you'll just have to...
Yeah, just have to deal with. But I mean, playing like PS2 games has been great on it. I mean, I honestly need to... I've been having so much fun on it. I haven't downloaded that many games on it. And I think that's proof of how good it is because I've got like 15 games on this thing at the moment.
Yeah.
And I've been playing a handful of them a ton. And usually with emulator devices, you'd know this, you just download a fuck ton of games. Like, I've got to get all this stuff. And then you just barely touch them.
I have...
my last count of my actual, like my master... not master system, but like my big emulator that has all my stuff backed up to it has close to 38,000 games across however many different consoles and but
that explains why you don't have a house yet. You've bought all those games.
I know, right?
That's ridiculous. I've seen the hard drives.
That was my last count. I'm sure it's probably off by quite a bit. I need to recount it.
What do you reckon your total storage space size is? Because I know what I've got on my computer.
It's a 4 terabyte drive, so it's
a lot.
I think I have like 800 gigabytes left on there.
Okay, that's not too bad because I've got about 980 gig worth of emulation and ROMs everywhere.
Yeah, I've barely downloaded anything on this thing, but it's nice to have an emulator and it just works.
Yeah,
a lot of the time. I need to jump on a ton of PS2 games I never played, and they look great. The upscaling on them, a lot of these emulators have like auto cheat finders, which a lot of the time will have the widescreen mods and like the new shaders and stuff ready to go, so you barely need to do anything.
Yeah, the upscaling is just so cool as well.
The upscaling is so good on this.
It's something I haven't toyed with at all, really.
Oh, it looks so good upscaling so many of these games. Playing
with
1080.
All of my experience with emulation is getting it all to work on old hardware and getting that hardware to actually work properly.
Well, having this screen and it only be 1080, so it doesn't have to upscale it too much for a lot of these games. It looks amazing because it's so small, but OLED, and then usually if it's like a PS2 game, because it's like 480, it's like a 2.5 upscale. It looks great. You can bump it up even further. That's when the performance starts to suffer. I have noticed difference going from like a 4K to like 1080 on this, but it's so minimal. When you jump it from like 1080 to 720, that's when you start seeing the big differences because it's only 1080p screen on this thing. But I fully recommend getting an AYN THOR. I think this thing is 100% worth it. Yeah.
What's your response to all those people who are like, oh, but I can do it all on my phone? Blah, 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 blah.
Emulating on your phone and then emulating on this dedicated emulator is not the same.
No.
I don't care if you've got whatever fucking Android phone, if you've got an S25 Ultra, if you've got a Fold like Ben. It's not the same. There might even be ones that have got better chips than this. It's not the same. I'm not going to fucking play Simpsons in a Run with a touch control on my phone and have fun like I am on this thing.
The pro for having like emulating on a phone is that like you can quickly pull it out. Oh, I just want to play a Game Boy Advance something.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
If it's Pokemon or something, I fully get it because it's
10 to 15 minutes, like killing some time waiting for something to happen. Sure. Having an actual dedicated machine where it's like I've got nothing to do. I just want to kill some time with playing Platinum or whatever, hit and run. Yeah. A dedicated machine, no contest between it and the phone. The dedicated machine wins out every single time.
I was playing Max Payne 2 on this, and I was also playing Oni. Those games I'm not playing on an emulator on the phone, not because the phone can't handle it. I'm not going to enjoy fucking playing that on there. Unless I've got some sort of controller add-on for my phone, at that point, why the fuck would I just not have this with me? It's going to take the same amount of space up.
Yep.
And it's just a fuck around.
And like, Brock, the man who has 4 different devices to play at any one time in his pockets, too many devices are too many.
You're missing a few there, but sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got 4 on the table right there.
Well, this would get rid of 2 of the ones you've got there.
I would say I'd get rid of 3.
Well, I mean, you still need your phone.
Yeah,
it doesn't do Switch 2 yet.
Not yet, no.
But I give it time.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly. You know what I realised today?
The Switch 2 barely does Switch 2 at the moment.
Got with what, 4 games?
Yeah. What I realised today, I was like, fuck, I wouldn't mind playing this. I wanted to play Super Mario Galaxy because I'd never played... I played Galaxy 1 a bit as a kid when it first came out.
On the Wii, yep.
On the Wii. I never played Galaxy 2. I only played a little bit of 1. I only had it for like a week or 2.
I don't think I ever played 2 it either.
I haven't played either of them, I don't think.
Yeah, and I was like, I could emulate Wii on this, but that would suck because all the motion controls and things like that. I'm just going to emulate the fucking remake that they did for the Switch.
Yeah.
Because that's for the original Switch, and they've made them controller friendly. I was like, fuck, that's going to be so good. And the Switch, that's a 720p and 1080 on docked?
Yeah.
Perfect for this. I don't know how, it might be a game that doesn't run that well on this, but that's going to be really fun. I can't wait because people love those games and say they're so good.
Yeah.
I'm really keen. And then also, I'm going to give Ocarina of Time another shot because I'm going to play the 3DS version on here. 3DS games are the ones where if you up them resolution, they look so much better.
Yeah.
I upscaled Pokemon Y on this thing a while ago. It is a different game.
Yep.
It is so different. It
I
looks
can imagine how pretty
so
it
much
look.
better. I'm like, fucking hell. I go back because it's so jagged, all the edges on it.
And you
I
don't
can't
notice
wait.
because you're 12 years old looking, you're like, this screen's hectic. And then you...
But it's also because you're playing on a
Smaller
640 or whatever the 3DS screen was. I think it was 640, but...
But I can't wait to play, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on this thing. Playing some of those old 3DS games that I never got to play. Or even ones that I did play. Like, I can't wait to play Shin Megami Tensei Soul Hackers on this thing.
Yep.
I can't fucking wait. That is originally a Sega Saturn game that they put on 3DS, and now I'm going to play it on this.
I mean, if you go through the ROMs, I don't know how many of them he actually copied over.
Well, I was just going, when we were talking about that, I was looking at my battery and stuff. I'm at 40% and it's still got 6 hours of game time left. I'm currently downloading a bunch of my Steam games to it. They fixed the download issue, it seems like.
I think depends on the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But way too many games to start with. Like, I've got 15 or so in most of the emulators I've got. I've touched like 5-6 games.
But among the legally backed up ROMs that I gave to Ben was a copy of...
It's a copy of goddamn fucking everything, Brock.
Yes, I know. Goddamn, I can't remember. The Kojima game that we've been talking about.
Zone of the Enders?
No, prior to that. Not Strider or Stalker.
Snatcher.
Snatcher, thank you.
Snatcher. Oh, Snatcher wouldn't go very good on here. Oh, actually, no, Snatcher might, because that was a Sega CD game. I'm guessing it's a Sega CD version you got in there.
No, it's a translated PlayStation version, I believe.
Oh, yeah, they did do a PlayStation version. I don't think the PlayStation version has voiceover in English, though. The Sega CD version did. I could be wrong, but I think they only did it for the Sega CD.
I'll have to double check because the translated version I had was full English, including voice.
Or they might have put it on there.
I know.
Like it might be a mod.
Possibly, or they've taken it from the Sega. The Sega CD version.
And then put it on there. Yeah.
Yes.
We can test. We can check.
But I was just about to say, you should be able to play that fine because it was the only like shooting in that game is just like 9 quadrant. So just like, oh, there's an enemy here. You just press right. An enemy bottom right corner, press right and down to get to that quadrant. That should be fine. I would love to play Police Noughts on this, but you would not be able to do any of the light gun sections.
No.
Because that game is fucking amazing, but it's light gun. That was a pain playing at keyboard and mouse.
Batocera has a thing for, because I mean, emulation stations on there, so it should be the same. Batocera has a thing where for light gun, it can emulate through mouse, and it is very
No, but the thing is,
accurate.
I'm saying it was a fucking pain to do even with mouse. Like it
the
was
actual
just, it was just
gameplay
hard.
itself was
Yeah, it was just annoying.
Because I mean, you've got a touchscreen, so it should just be like
I will put holes through this thing. It's like it was fun. It would have been great with a light gun.
Yeah.
But also very strange having like a point and click adventure sort of game, and then it's like, oh, random light gun. I got to shoot all these things.
See, these are all things that I would have like expected Nintendo to go, hey, we can do all of that again. Hey, here's Virtual Console for the Wii. You basically had a light gun. The Switch has like IR sensors and everything on the bottom of the one of the Joy-Cons. Switch 2 doesn't have it.
It was probably something that they
dropped it.
thought they were going to do, and this didn't end up doing again.
Well, that ties into what I was just going through in my head. I was just wondering if there was like a kind of like a Bluetooth wireless version of the Wiimote that you could connect up to current devices.
Just the Wiimote.
Can you just
A
pair it?
lot of them will like it's a little bit jank, but I know both RetroArch, Batocera, and I mean again Emulation Station. There's a few other front ends that'll allow you to.
That's the only
pair a
console where I'm
Wiimote.
like, just get a Wii and
Yes.
put emulators on there for the Wii games, and then everything else just do on something.
Well, yeah,
like
It's easier to do that. Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking because I was like, can you imagine dock the AYN THOR, connect up a Wii remote to it, and you like play Wii bowling.
Yeah,
and stuff
a
on the
lot
go.
of those Wii games like look like shit on big TV.
Yeah.
Like I was playing Pokemon Battle Frontier or Battle Revolution or whatever the Wii version of like Pokemon Stadium.
Battle Park.
No.
No, sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Revolution
always
or
right.
something.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, literally.
Not always, but yes.
No, I am literally. But it looked like shit on there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got on a 65-inch OLED.
Yeah, it's gonna look. You need it like 2007 Panasonic sort of thing and get it booted up.
But it was that would have been great to upscale.
The Wii was in that unfortunate era where like everyone was either
Still 480.
Yeah, it was 480, but like a lot of people still had a TV that was in 4x3
as well. It wasn't 480.
I think it
And you
was
could swap it
480.
between P and I.
Yeah. IP.
But yeah, it was in that unfortunate time where a lot of people still had like all our TVs are square. They're all in 4x3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well, no, that's weird because one thing because I've been jumping on obviously a lot more PS2 emulation on this thing, and it's on a smaller screen. I've been a lot more conscious about it using the whole screen. Where on a laptop or whatever, I didn't mind if there was letterboxing.
yeah.
Or
as long as it
anything like
ran
that.
at a
Yeah.
stable rate. Yeah.
Letterboxing or I forget the inverse of letterboxing, what it's called. I don't remember. There's another word for the other way.
Shutterbox? No.
No, it's something like that. Either way, it doesn't matter. I really like that on this. Well, that goes back to, it was just weird that the Wii did that because there's a lot of PS2 games that support
in
widescreen.
And there's GameCube games that support widescreen.
So I don't know why they went backwards.
I think it was more just for like more compatibility.
More
and then it
accessibility.
had, because my Wii at the moment, it supports widescreen.
Yeah.
It's just plugged into a wider TV. So it could do it, but a lot of games natively were just
4x3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember early mornings playing like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and like Sly and Ratchet and Clank on our. We had this weird, shitty little CRT thing we had in our bedroom, and it took up the whole cabinet. And this thing was like, I don't know, less than a meter wide.
Yep.
And we just had it sat in the corner, buried, because those TVs fit so well in corners.
Yep.
They just sat there, and we were like, okay, cool, you turn it on. You got to be quiet because it made that stupid dinging noise when you turn it on. We're like, all right, we'll try to do that PlayStation beep. And you go, okay, it's 6 a.m. We can play games for an hour before everyone wakes up.
Yep.
Having that set there and then trying to go, parents aren't home, we'll jump on the big TV, and you plug this thing in and it just stretches as far wide as possible. I mean, that TV also sucked, but I mean, it was a lot better than our little A little square
My
shitbox.
earliest memory of like on a CRTV, like gaming at least, was the Mega Drive, trying to play Sonic on this. We had this little tiny bright red CRT that before I could play anything, I'd have to adjust it to stop the screen rolling.
Yeah.
Because it had the virtual screen
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that. It had the vertical scroll and all that. It was just like getting it to stop rolling. Cool. Now make sure that it's not skewed or anything. Cool. Now I can play Sonic.
I mean, I don't, but I also do miss the ritual of plugging in the console and setting it up when you're a kid on your 64, on your SNES, or even up to the PS2.
Yes.
I feel like there was, and the Wii, it was like, oh, I'm about to play a game, and he's setting up.
Because it didn't stay plugged in. Whereas nowadays, everything stays plugged in.
It's the same experience. And I've talked about this with my grandmother before about why people love records. They love the experience of getting out the record and putting it down and dropping the needle onto the right track. It's the process of it as well as the actual enjoyment.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a lot of that with PS2. I had pride as like a 6-year-old knowing how to set up a PS2.
Yeah. And how to fix it because like my sister played a game. She goes, it's not working. It's like, oh, I can fix it for you. I have a core memory of me sitting in front of this TV, legs crossed, and going, oh, I didn't put the memory card in. And you don't bother standing up. You just lean forward over to like grab where it is. Legs still crossed. And I can feel my hair getting static from the TV. And I'm just like, that's just burned into my skull.
That noise of the CRT when you turn it off and it's just that loud click and the hum is still there.
And you're like, is this the day the TV explodes?
Yeah. Speaking of memory cards, did you see there was a photo that went up recently, was like doing the rounds online, of a guy that went to a Japanese, I don't know if it was an auction site or like just some secondhand place.
Yeah.
They
like
had
a book off or something.
They had just a brick of memory cards. He was like, they were like, oh, apparently he was getting a lot of comments saying like, oh, how many gigabytes is that? How many blah, blah, blah. It was like, my guys, this is a full 800 megabytes.
Yeah.
It is 30 memory cards or something like that. He was like,
my memory card's
what, like
maths. 4 megabyte?
I had an 8 megabyte for my PS2.
No, 8 megabyte. That's
so
what they
the big
were.
ones were 64 megabytes.
I didn't have big ones.
I've got an 8 megabyte one here.
Yeah, I had like I had one of those like see-through
translucent ones.
Translucent red one. And
were they the
black
aftermarket or they were still the official one?
No, that was a PlayStation one.
My cousins had like the transparent green ones, and I was like, no, that's not real. It's not real. You got hacks or something on it. And I was like, no, we just have.
Because
it's not like a Mad
we
Catz
had an
one or something.
aftermarket one which was like 64 megabytes, and I thought that was like the shit. And then we started like, I went straight from that to, I think the GameCube was my very next console, the one that like I actually owned, and the standard size for the memory cards I think was 64 megabytes, and I was like, oh, this is so big,
half a disc.
No, they were not.
That is crazy that my entire childhood was 8 megabytes, and I never filled that card up. I
never filled my PS2 card up as well.
We had two because like obviously my stepbrother at the time had one, and he had like 3 or 4 games on it, and then I had mine that was like maxed out with as many games as I could possibly fit on there because I like the little icons.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is mine. It's got a white sticker on it. Do not use this.
Oh, you know what sort of shits me to tears is that recently I keep getting videos for Futurama come up, and a lot of the come up is I love Futurama. I haven't watched it much, but I watched it a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
First 4 seasons are the only good
amazing. But I had the Futurama game for PS2. That thing's worth a fucking bomb now.
Yeah.
I had it on Xbox. Yeah.
I had it on I think the PS2. The Xbox version's probably worth a lot as well, but the PS2 one I know is like $500 now or something.
It looks so cool in the blue case as well.
Yes. Yep. Oh, I mean, I downloaded it onto here.
That's a great idea.
I want to play. I want to play it on my Thor because I remember that game being too hard for me as a kid. But I'd love to play the Futurama game again now.
Simpsons movie game was also fun.
Yeah, it was. I had it on the DS. It was a different version.
I had a DS one as well. But I remember a friend had it because that came in the bright yellow case, and I was like, "This looks sick." It was a completely different game. I was like, "Oh yeah, I finished it on the DS. That's good." And then you go play it on the PS2, and it's like, "This is not the same."
I'm so happy we're past the days where like a game would be released on multiple consoles and it was a different game on every single console.
Yeah, I will say there were sometimes they were good. I think the Simpsons game one was actually decent on every console because they did it on the PS3, PS2, and DS were different.
Yeah, the home console ones were more or less the same. handhelds were different for that one.
I think the PS2 and PS3 one were a fair
Oh,
bit
they were
different.
different? Okay.
Yeah, I think. I could be wrong.
It's like the first proper remake.
But you're
sort of
right.
thing for it. It was a very, very different game, but it was good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit off topic. Do you guys remember the TVs, the flat screen plasmas that had a PS2 inside of it?
I have a very vague, never saw one in person, but I have a vague memory of seeing an ad for one. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think I've seen one in person, but didn't know what it was.
Yeah, they're like a Bravia that it's a flat screen Bravia that had a PS2 inside of it. And I thought that was the coolest thing. I really, really wanted one.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those things, the LCD screens you could get that would attach
on
to
top of it. Yeah, I remember those for the PS1.
I think, yeah.
Here we go. The Sony PX322. Oh, this is a different version. This one was in the base of the TV. The one I remember was in the side of the TV. The fuck?
What is that?
That's like Demon Souls or something. How the fuck's that on a PS2? Unless, is this a PS3 or something? I mean, that's MGS2. That's a PS2.
Interesting.
I don't know. That's very strange.
Ridge
That
Racer?
definitely says PS2 on it.
Yeah. I don't know how it's got Demon Souls. Oh, they might have just plugged in a PS3.
Just behind
Didn't even
it.
think about that.
Just to troll people.
Yeah, but a PS2 and a TV, that's cool. I wish they went back to the days of putting consoles and things in TVs. I know it's sort of, it makes them set in that time period.
Yeah.
But I would love if I had a
dates them quite a
PS5
bit.
inside of my fucking
Yeah.
OLED.
See,
You can still plug stuff into it.
Sony's TV game has dropped considerably in the last 5 years. If they would go, hey, the PS6 is coming out, you can buy this TV for an extra $1,000 and it has a PS6 built in, hands down, I'm buying a Sony.
Sony needs to. Sony's a company where they're basically a lot of companies that under the same umbrella where they buy other companies. Sony needs for their TVs, need to buy another big TV company and just ingest them because their TV game has dropped so bad.
Do you reckon they've got the clout to buy another big company though?
I don't,
like,
I don't
would
think they've got the
absorb
money to.
No.
Because, I mean, like, even if they wanted to get like a smaller big player like TCL or something, Sony, and buy them,
But
that's
is
too much money.
Is TCL a smaller player? Like, because in some countries, they're as big as, if not bigger than LG and
well,
Sony.
they're number 3 in the world for TV sales. I
Yeah.
know that. They're a cheaper brand, but I give it like 10 years, they'll be one of the, I mean, they're really good. We've got my MacBook on a TCL TV right now. They're really good for the price. They were like what the Lenovo was 15, 20 years ago. You give it what?
Lenovo?
Yeah. Lenovo was a shit whatever brand.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Do you not have one of those black ThinkPads with the red freaking cursor thing in the
Yeah.
middle of the keyboard?
Yeah, do you know what that's, well, not officially, do you know what it's,
Yes, we've been over this. It has a
Semi-called?
stupid name. I don't know why I don't remember what it is.
they're the clitoris, yeah.
Oh, hectic.
I know where that is.
I know
Yeah,
there's a,
that's not real. That's what that is. But yeah, if Sony bought like another TV company, like I don't know who they would buy. I mean, like
They
you're
need to
right,
buy-
TCL is because TCL will turn into a big player, just like because LG used to be a cheap brand
Yeah.
back in the day as well.
Yeah.
Samsung was cheap at one point, like it considered cheap, but it's been a long time for that. Sony's been up there for TVs for so long, but they need to do that because.
But
That's what they did with all their other markets. They bought other companies and made themselves better.
that was a very 2000s thing, though. I don't know if they'd go back to doing that because, I mean, I'm thinking of one thing in particular is that warranty claims and returns and all that. Like the TV that you had delivered to your house that the installers then dropped.
Oh, the Samsung S95D.
If that had a PlayStation built into it as well, can you think of like how much more furious would you have been if it just like they not only
True.
broke
'Cause-
the TV,
Yeah, but I mean, like that's something you just
because
gotta-
it increases the rate of failure for those TVs because it's one more part in it that can break.
Yeah, but you've always got to have stuff like that.
You are, but it's
especially that TV. It had its brain was separate to the actual panel. It was a big cable that went to it. It had the one connect box.
yeah.
I
So
still
that's
don't
another
understand the wireless connect box. Like I understand how it works, but also like how does that work for
Yeah.
latency with gaming? It's like
Apparently it's really good.
Yeah, it's like 165 hertz, 65 hertz display, and you're like, okay, awesome, but it's just transmitting wirelessly to your TV. How does that
It's
work?
like the LG
I would-
Wellcast.
Yeah.
I would assume it's like the same sort of deal with like having a mesh system where they've got their own
Proprietary
dedicated, yeah. dedicated connection to each other.
What was that
with
thing
a
that we were...
high bandwidth connection?
Yeah, what was the thing we talked? I think it was last week where it's like there's the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz, and now some things are on the 6.
And it was Steam. It was with the Steam frame because it uses, it uses 6 gigahertz, but 6 gigahertz sucks at penetrating anything, but it's really strong. So meant for that same.
It's
room.
very fast, but sucks for yeah.
So I mean, it could be something similar to that, which I get, but also it's just
because I mean, you're not like putting it 3 rooms away.
I mean,
most of the time you're putting it directly under the TV.
If you're buying a 77-inch OLED or an 83 or something, and you'd be like, oh cool, I just want this on the wall, and I can have the box in a cupboard with all my DVDs and stuff, and like your DVD players and other consoles. I'm absolutely doing that.
Yeah,
if you're buying a TV of that size with a wireless box, and then all you're doing is watching DVDs on it, that's
Well,
no. HD DVDs.
Oh, yes, my mistake.
They're
Sorry.
coming back.
Yeah, I'm going to watch my shitty bitrate Netflix 4K movies on there instead. No, I'm going to use the disc.
Yeah, no, look, fair enough on that
$40.
point. Well, fair enough on that
If I have a
point.
media cabinet, it's going in there.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be plugged in. It's going to get hot, but it's going to be in there.
Either way, I think Sony needs to buy like another TV company or some tech and reinvent themselves. They did it. They've done it before. They've done it for years. They did it with cameras. They bought Minolta back in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, and it fucking paid off dividends for them there.
Yeah.
They just need the OLED tech and their features just aren't there. And the only other two
The TVs
TVs
are still fucking like that thick half the time.
Mine is like 60 kilos. It is ridiculous. But they're not going to buy LG. They're not going to buy Samsung. They need to do something with their panels because they're just not great TVs.
They can't. I mean, there's no one else that's like a sort of step up for them, right? They could buy. Oh, we'll buy Hisense. Yeah, that's a step down. Oh, we'll buy Falcon from TCL. That's not just step down. That's a jump down.
That's throwing money away. Yeah. That's you want to try and do it for tax reasons.
Yeah.
Quick question before we move on to the next topic. I also just noticed what you're doing on your Thor right now while we're talking is the same thing I'm doing. Is it just downloading games to Steam library?
I thought you were downloading the exact same game. I'm
No.
downloading the Spyro Reignited trilogy because I bought that on Steam a while ago, so I want to see how that goes on here because that'd be great.
I almost bought that 2 days ago.
It was like $5 when I bought it.
It like popped up on my. It actually popped up through Steam because it was like on a Black Friday sale.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We have just finished the Black Friday period.
Yeah.
Today is Cyber Monday. I wanted to see, have you guys bought anything for Black Friday?
I bought a new keyboard. I bought the Corsair Vanguard 96.
Oh.
It is very, very nice.
Very
enjoying
nice.
it.
It is. There is one big caveat that I'm not a fan of, but it sounds great. Like it's got the Thocky keys. It feels amazing.
Yep.
Performance right now out of the box. Very, very happy.
Yep.
I will be a lot happier when it actually supports what it claims on the box, and that is IQ support. So Corsair has their IQ program similar to like Steel
No,
series.
I don't.
Nope, I also don't. Is it like a shitty G Hub?
It's essentially the same
The
thing.
shitty G Hub is a shit G Hub.
No. So
Sorry, Logitech.
at the moment,
love you.
their brand new keyboard does not support their all-in-one lighting and configuration
that's a bit
program.
silly.
What they want you to do is to go and use the web-based app, which doesn't support Firefox, which is what I use. It only supports
Okay, well, that's
Chrome
I didn't know
or
you're playing on a
Edge.
fucking
That's
MacBook.
That's your own fault for using Firefox, and I will not be taking any comments. Thank you. I remember when I bought a Razer headset, and at the time I didn't have a laptop.
Yep.
And it was like, oh, cool, this you can use all the Chroma stuff, and it's like, awesome. Plugged in my PlayStation, no lights. I was like, oh, well, this sucks. Oh yeah, to access your Chroma, you need to plug it into a computer. So I eventually got my hands on a MacBook. I was like, oh, I can update my headset now and use all the lights. Did it once, put it in. As soon as it went from the MacBook back to the PlayStation, lights off. And I was like, okay.
Needs to be plugged into it.
Yeah, it was like, all right, it has to be some form of connection. It's like, no, you have to have it open while you connect it, and it just wasn't working. Shittest headset I've ever bought, by the way. It was like $400. That battery lasted an hour and a half and died.
Jesus.
It was so thick. Like the ear cups easily would have been like nearly 10 centimeters across, and it was so heavy.
You know what you should have done? You should have bought a new one for Black Friday.
Yeah, I thought about it. Because, I've got the Pulse Pros or whatever the hell they are now. I've got the H9s. That's what they are.
H9 Mark 1.
They're great. I still have no issues with them. But I actually don't think I bought anything for Black Friday other than energy drinks and Jameson.
That's what I was asking. If you had anything. else? What did I get for Black Friday? I got a couple things that were unintentional Black Friday things. Bought a couple of filters. Oh, I got this for Black Friday. I bought another camera, and I really needed one.
Shock.
Yeah,
Man spends money.
I bought a Sony RX100 Mark VII. These things are fucking as rare as hen's teeth.
I was going to say, honestly, just looking at it, it does not look as impressive as the rest of your cameras.
And no, because this is a fraction of the price. Way harder to get, though. This camera came out 6 years ago, and the place I bought it from, this is the first one they got in 4 months, and prior to that, they hadn't had one in 2.5 years.
So what made you want to get this, though?
Next week, I'm going to, well, technically this week, I'm going to 3 concerts. This is a small little camera with a lot of zoom and good quality that I can bring in and take some photos, then it's not going to be too intrusive. So it's got like a 70 millimeter, not 70, a 200 millimeter lens on it.
So this is your way of getting around what we were complaining about last week of guys sitting in the crowd with their phone held above their head.
So I want to get back into concert photography a bit. I used to do a bit back in the day, and it's a band I really like. Going to see King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard 3 times with the Lizard. Happens to be her favorite band, but this thing's just a great little companion. This can go in the pocket, and it's going to get a really good image.
It does look, I'd say it looks like a little bit bulky for the pocket, but I know what you mean. I mean,
I added a lot of stuff.
I carry
to this.
a lot of crap in my pockets.
So I added a cage onto it. I added like extra filters. It's usually like that flush and doesn't have this cage.
Right,
it's very small. Even with this on, it fits in like a glove.
Okay.
It's really good. Because I was like, fuck, is it going to be too big? No, it's great, especially compared to this stuff. So I'm really happy with this. I got a good price on it. These things get scalped like crazy. They go for like 22, 2300. They're supposed to be 17. I got it for 12. So I'm happy with that. Besides that, I bought a few Halo shirts. That Halo shirt I have, Culture Kings. I bought it from Culture Kings. They had another drop of new Halo shirts that came out. Was no discount, but they got released on Black Friday day. Got a couple of those. I got a couple of filters and things like that. Just happened to be on sale. I wasn't really looking for any sales. I was going to buy a record player at some point. I wanted to maybe upgrade mine. But I was like, nah, mine does the job fine. And to get a speaker for it, if anything. But that was about it.
Do either of you, like, as Black Friday comes up every year, do either of you go looking for sales or like even bother shopping, or has working retail kind of ruined it for you?
I just don't think they're any good anymore.
No, they're not.
They definitely weren't this year.
They weren't. They haven't been for like the last 3 or 4 years, and I think it's because everyone used to go, Black Friday is the big deal. We'll put all of our deals on that one day because that's the entire purpose of the day.
It's 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah,
It's
Australia are trying.
ridiculous.
I don't know if it's like this everywhere else, but I know definitely in Australia, which is where we live, they seem to stretch it out over a 1 to 2, 3 week period to try and ease that pressure. But all they do is shoot themselves in the foot because the deals are there for so long.
Yep.
Black Friday rolls around, there's no stock. The people are expecting more changes and they don't buy anything because they bought something 3 weeks ago. And it's just, it takes all the fun out of it because there isn't a big deal. There's 3 weeks of little deals.
On the day at the places I looked, but they were not very good.
They stretched them out that far, and yet in this coming week, now that all the sales are finished, all 3 of us will still get people coming in going, can I still get the sale price? And it's just like, you had almost a month to come in and get stuff, my guy.
Yeah,
You're out of luck.
There used to be one day Black Friday, like back when Black Friday was more just...
You had Black Friday.
It was the Thursday to the Monday because I'd do like pre-Black Friday little sales. I had Black Friday, then had the... they had all the other days. So they had like shit Saturday and stupid Sunday and Cyber Monday and fucked up Tuesday. Shout out Mega64. They used to have some good deals. Like I remember on Black Friday a few years ago, you could buy a LG CS, which was a cut down version of their current year OLED TV, and it was like a 65 inch for like $1,200, and they were such a good deal. Zach, our roommate, he's got one from then, and it's not skipped a beat.
Yeah.
Like really good deals, and these have like half
flagship
price on
items were like
and they would have like 4 or
discounts.
5 of those things for the day. Now there was like I saw a couple things and it'd be like, oh, this $1,700 HP computer is down to $600. but all the other computers were also down that for that time.
Stupid amount of money.
Like just a base amount of price off all these cameras and things like that. There was nothing really good.
Xboxes are
PlayStation's probably the best thing.
PlayStations are like off it, like every single retailer. I think Xboxes are as well. I have to, like, looking at the Xboxes, you talking about like scalpers before. I sold a gentleman 3 Xboxes today.
Yep.
He walked in and was like, I want 3 Xboxes. And he did not want to hear about anything else.
Yep.
Didn't want anything else with him. It was just like, just give me the Xboxes. Yep, cool.
That's the
Here you
same
go.
thing with cameras. This camera, it gets scalped like crazy. Last time they were at the place I went to, I talked to the person. They had 3 or 4 of them, and they got sold all to the same person.
Yeah. I don't know about
Same with
other...
the PowerShot, right?
Yeah, with the Canon PowerShot G7X.
I don't know what about other retailers. The Series X, the disc-based one, currently where we work, it is essentially down to what it was when it first came out. After all those price increases,
yeah,
it's like going up at like it went up $100 over the last year or so.
Yeah.
It's now like for Black Friday, back to the price it was day one for 4 days.
PlayStation 5s were a really good price for Black Friday. You could get a digital for sub $500.
Yes.
I haven't seen a console that cheap that isn't a Switch in like a decade.
A long while, yeah.
There was a lot of PlayStation sold.
There was a lot. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to say about Black Friday?
Fuck it. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, working in retail has killed that mood. Like, I don't even have time or the energy to look for deals because I just don't care.
Yeah, I found a couple of okay ones online.
Yeah,
Nothing crazy. I saw like a cool camera bag that was cheap, still expensive. I was like,
us working over the weekend, the amount of times I was like, I'm going to go home and just quickly jump on Amazon, see if I can find
Amazon deals were shit.
Yeah,
They were
that was
so
what I was
bad.
about to say.
I
Horrendous.
finally got around to doing it last night. Nothing worthwhile.
Yep.
Again,
And today's supposed to be the fucked
big
up
day.
day.
Yeah.
I haven't looked today, but also there's nothing I want that I definitely need. Like, I looked at the Lego store the other night and I was like, oh, there's a few things, and I bought something for like my niece and nephews and stuff, but they were like $25 down $6 or something, and I'm like, all right, well that's nothing crazy.
The only thing we've like really taken advantage of is Laura's been sending me things to buy other people for Christmas. That's the only like
You're leaving it
Yeah,
late.
that's a good idea.
it's for friends and family. Like it's not for direct family.
I can't wait to see what he gets us. Yeah. We're friends and family. Mwah.
You only
But-
bully family.
Yeah, I think Black Friday was just a missed opportunity this year. Imagine if the Thor was on sale Black Friday. Oh,
I would be kicking myself.
That many of these
You should
would
be
be
kicking
sold.
yourself anyway. You should have bought. There was 2 left, and I said, Brock, you should stop being a pussy and you should buy one. And you're like,
The
no.
next time my partner comes into work, you two should both
I
spend more
did.
time.
I did.
talking
I
it up
spent
to
10
her.
minutes talking it up to her and said, don't buy Brock that stupid VR thing he wants. Buy him one of these things.
Do you want to do an episode in VR or not?
Yeah, we can borrow them. We know heaps of people with them now. You're the last one to get one.
Okay. Off of that, one thing I wanted to say, and we saw a little bit of a shit video about it before, but the culture of physical gaming and buying games, and back in the day, the midnight launch.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like gaming has become, in a lot of ways, it's really sad that there isn't the in-store excitement for games anymore. Like, do you remember going in on day one and buying the new game, and there would be a buzz in the air of like, you'd go into your EB Games or like a JB or like a Target or even Big W, like in-store standard shops.
Back when Kmart used to sell games.
Yeah. And
So cheap too.
it would just be great. It would, like, the atmosphere, and you'd go in, usually at EB.
It was so infectious, and it was just like it stuck with you all the way home until you found out that the game you bought was unfortunately crap. And yeah.
But like, I really miss midnight launches. They don't really make sense anymore.
The only thing it makes sense for is hardware. It doesn't make
yeah.
sense for games anymore because everything's available digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But even then, like, I think, especially where I grew up, EB Games was its own store outside of a shopping center.
Yep.
So their midnight launches were great because you could line up down the street and everyone was there, and it was like you walk in, they had orange. Like, I remember Black Ops 2, not that I got the one, but they had that for a week. All the posters, and it was orange everything, like their sales now, but it looked cooler. And a lot of those stores now are all in shopping centers.
Yeah, my local EB Games was in a shopping center, but they still did the midnight launches. and then they had like bigger outlets outside, and they had midnight launches. I could not tell you the last time I even knew a game had a midnight launch. Do you guys know? It would have to be last decade.
It would have been the last generation of consoles. It wouldn't be I don't think a PS5.
I'm trying to remember.
No,
the
I
last midnight launch I went to was for the
Switch
original
one.
Switch.
Yeah, well, 2016. And even that was probably at
2016.
Yeah.
2017.
I was about to say 2017.
2017 maybe.
I'm sure it was
Either way,
2017.
and that would have been right at the end of it as well. Like I don't
Yeah.
feel like there was. I don't know. Last time there was a midnight launch.
So not the one near where we work, the one further away from when we work. If
When
that
we
makes
work,
sense to either of you.
Yep.
I picked this up from there and then walked back home. At the time, I lived near where we now work.
You're
I walked
struggling.
that entire distance back because
Okay,
I was
realistically, I know where you're talking about to where you used to live. That's not that far.
not that far, but to walk back that far after I'd been at work all day and then walk back that far at like, I think it was 1:15, I left the store because I was there helping set up for it as well because I knew the guys that worked there.
I feel like the big midnight launches were COD, but I feel like the big ones, like the big one, was always Halo.
I remember there was always...
GTA
Like,
5.
Halo. Yeah, but I don't remember. Like, if you go onto like TikTok or something and type in midnight launch, I feel like it's always the Halo 2, the Halo 3, or the Halo Reach.
They had the big
Launches?
turnouts.
Do you
yeah.
think
Like
that's because
massive.
Microsoft, not even Microsoft, them back? Do you reckon they had Xbox specifically were pumping money into them for those launches? Because
Not
I
here.
remember.
Not here.
No,
No, not here. Of course not.
I feel like the reason they were big is because Halo a lot of the time was the migrating game. It would make you migrate to that console.
Yeah.
It made me get a 360. I got a 360 because of Halo specifically. I was PlayStation all up to then, and then I jumped back after the 360. But
It was also
it was
like...
the game that everyone got those consoles for. They were most hyped and keen for.
It was also the game, like Halo in particular. It was the game that you went out, maybe COD for you guys, but it was Halo for me. You went out and grabbed it so you could play with your mates that night.
Yes,
like
yeah.
that
100%.
second you got home, you were just like, "All right, lads, come on, load up the game, let's get into it." Like,
And I feel like Halo was one of those games that it very much felt like this has got a extended shelf life. Even back in the day with COD, it felt like you would have that COD for a while and then the new one would come out. Halo's like indefinite. This is going to be, you're going to be playing this straight for 3-4 years.
yeah. Even
And
when the
then you
next
jump-
one, when the next one comes out, you'll be jumping back on this every now and then.
Yeah.
I think COD lost that after Black Ops 2.
Oh, it lost it well and truly before that.
Yeah,
There
but-
was a yearly COD for like since like 2008 or something. 2007, I think.
No, well, that
Oh,
would have been.
since launch, maybe. Like,
It's definitely a lot. It's definitely shorter now, but I definitely think it was a bigger period because I remember.
no, because Modern Warfare 1 was 2007, World at War was 2008, Modern Warfare 2 was 2009, Black Ops 1 was 2010, Modern Warfare 3 was 2011.
Yeah, but was that back when they were yearly release? Sure, but like if you're playing, like I had friends that didn't touch the Black Ops series because they were only like the Modern Warfare games. Like
Well, that's like 2 years then.
what was it? Were they doing 3 studios then?
No, it was 2.
When did they bring who was that other company? that brought
They
in?
had Sledgehammer,
Yeah.
and then they had Raven.
I think Raven Software is the big company now for it.
I don't know, but either way, like there was COD every year where Halo was like, it's Halo 3, and then they had Halo Reach 4 years later.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, they had Halo before, not that anyone cared as much for that. I still was super hyped when it came out, but like 3 or 4 years later.
But it was
And
also
it was
they
just such
had
a wait.
like, again, not so much here, but you go back and you see footage now where they had like the demo units would roll out like 20 minutes before midnight and that, and people were like psyched to see
Yep.
to actually play it and like get around with it. And it was just like, there's yeah, as you said before, there was an energy in the air that was just, it got to you, and
I really
there's nothing to describe it, honestly.
yeah.
I feel like this game. I've got 2 points here. I think being able to walk into a store and play the game before you buy it made me obviously pick better games. You're like, this is fun, especially with all the old demo things I used to have.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think more
this is
games
classic.
need to have demos on the store, on like whatever store you're trying to purchase it from, before you can buy the game. So I can actually try it whether or not I like it or not. Because I mean, with Arc Raiders, I bought it for $90, refunded it, and bought it again a week later. I was like, if I was like, hey, cool, I'm going to sit down, play this demo for an hour and a half, whatever it is, and then see if I want to fully purchase the game, I think I would prefer that a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. Halo 3 launch. Sucklord is showing it off. 25th of September 2007.
We're going to dive into this crowd here and get a little sense about
and they always do like the pan of the crowd and everyone going, woo! And it's like the sped up thing.
The guy runs past the entire line, yeah.
I wonder if they do that in this.
So I never played any of the Halo games.
I don't know what that was.
About them, but I'm just going to wade into there and try to find out what I can about this phenomenon. All right?
At a Best Buy. Go off.
People are getting a little crazy out here. There's a lot of community, a lot of fans.
See, I don't
look at that.
I don't think Best Buy are doing that off their own back. I reckon, especially in New York, I think that they're getting.
Oh, and they had Mountain Dew. I mean, like Xbox. Like
they're getting paid through from the studio.
This is a big one.
Yeah.
Definitely it is.
Halo. So let me tell you, Halo 3.
Sum it up for us.
Amazing.
It's exhilarating, man. It's an experience. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. I bought Halo as soon as it came out, man. I was hooked. Halo tree.
What's going on?
Oh God, yeah.
How long have you guys been standing out here for?
5 o'clock. 5 p.m. 5 p.m.
Today?
Yeah, we got lucky. We didn't have to get here too early.
That's it? You ever meet chicks on the Xbox lot?
That's funny you say that. We've met a few freaks with the camera.
Oh God. But I mean, like, this is a big one, obviously, that Microsoft's put on or something like that.
Yes,
but, man, like a much lower level of that was what I remember experiencing. Oh, here we go. Here's one for Halo 2. Remembering November 9th, 2004. Yeah, it's a random GameStop.
Wait till midnight.
Also, been cardboard cutout.
No, it's an EB Games. This is Australia.
No, it would be Canada.
Oh, right. Yes, they do.
You peanut.
We got people out here with lawn chairs.
Yeah, everyone lining up, getting ready to go.
I think games need to bring back cardboard cutouts for retailers.
Oh,
yeah.
I miss them so much. They used to be so cool.
Like, I mean, the poster boards, yeah, they look okay, I guess. But, like, oh my God, look at all those games.
Oh, yeah. Let's go back to this. I want to see the games that they've got at the top. This is 2004. So, we got Nintendo DS, Halo 2, Half-Life, World of Warcraft.
Is that San Andreas?
San Andreas and what, like,
Gran Turismo
same Gran Turismo 4. I can't see the rest of the fuck. What a lineup.
Wait, quiet.
It really was the best year for gaming, 2004, wasn't it?
Jonas is number one. See that? Jonas
Oh,
is
yeah, giving up.
For this spot.
dude.
All the, like, the cards waiting to get in.
This is crazy. This is just for registration. Who knows how many will show up, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, they got to do registration and then line up. Fucking hell.
I don't think this can go as well as it needs, as it used to, purely because I'm going to sound a million here, the youth of today is not able to act in a civil manner.
Yeah, no, I get that. Fuck. Look at
Is that
those
a big... Wait,
steel
go
books.
back a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that Ratchet and Clank poster in the background? Oh, no, it's Master Chief.
Yeah, there's so much.
So much shit there.
Fuck, I miss this, man.
Yeah.
I really do.
What was the last midnight launch you two went to?
Actually, you know what?
I don't think I've ever been to
I
one.
don't think I've been to a proper one.
I've had
Really?
I've been to launches like day where they'll have in the day in the morning or late that night, but I don't think there was a midnight launch I've ever been to. The closest I can think of recently was when I got the SNES Classic, having to wait out the front of Big W in like 2018 at like 6 a.m. to get it.
Gee, okay.
And then besides that, I feel like there was something else.
I mean,
I'll get back to me.
My memory is either this one back in 2017 was I was the first in line to get it because I turned up early, as I said, knew the guys that ran the shop. I helped them set up, so I was just like, here you go, you're number one in line. I was like, yeah. Then had to help them pack it all up as well at the end of the night. But it's either that or Pokemon. I can't remember which one. I know we turned up to do a midnight launch at one of the stores near where we work. I don't remember which one it was.
I had a friend, friend's a loose term. I had someone I went to school with who he dragged his mum to the GTA 5 midnight launch at EB Games.
Yeah.
Not that he was at all able to play that game or technically buy it, but he got his hands on it. He was a little rat, that kid. Shout out you know who you are. But I went to the morning after the midnight launch, I think Black Ops 2, because I was like, couldn't obviously go at midnight, but I had the day off school and I walked down to the local EB Games because I was, 13, 14 or whatever it came out, and just picked it up and got home with my little steelbook thing.
Yep.
And just being able to open the box and just be like, everything in this is cool, and you actually got useful stuff. I mean, random postcards and crap is useful, but I mean, something physical to hold on to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And again, we've talked about this before, getting like being in the back of the parents' car, driving home with a new game and having the big booklet and just
and reading through it
over and over and over.
I know where the
that with
accessibility
Halo.
settings are with Ratchet and Clank 3.
Let me look at the 4 pages of notes in the back of the manual.
Yeah.
That have for me to write notes on.
Back when they had like an actual booklet, not just like a, two-sided sheet of like, here's where you can find all your rights online.
Oh man, nostalgia for gaming. I love it. One thing I will say,
I was looking for a game case to open because I want to read it now.
One thing I will say is I feel like it's still definitely a thing now, but I feel like scarcity with a lot of things in gaming was a lot harder back in the day. Like PS5s were incredibly hard to get through time. Same with Xboxes. Switch 2s never really had that point. Like they were hard to get for like a couple weeks.
Yeah, but that's just because like they hyped it, and Nintendo is very good at doing artificial scarcity.
Do you remember how fucking hard it was to get a Wii?
No.
I remember the Wii being like, you're not getting this for 6-7 months.
I didn't run into that because my Wii I got off my housemate at the time. He got it. I don't know if he got it day one, but I don't know if we actually. Yeah, I don't think he got it day one. I think he got it like months after it had been out for a while. He went out and bought it just himself and then had it for a few years and then just was like, here, you have this. I'm going to go get a PS3.
Yeah.
I got it for Christmas. I don't know if it was the year it came out
I got it for Christmas. I think the year it came out the year after. And that was, I remember my mum or my grandparents being like, this was really hard to get you. Like it was so hard. Like this was trying multiple shops, months trying to get you this thing. So shout out grandparents.
I just remember, it was Christmas. I think we got it and we played Wii Sports the entire day. And then I remember like when the Wii Fit board came out and then also Wii Sports Resort with the Motion Plus. That was like a whole weekend thing. It's like, look what came out. And we're like, oh, we got to go to Video Easy, get a movie and get pizza and then just watch and just play.
Oh, Video Easy, getting a pizza or a Blockbuster. Man, I wish we could go back to that.
Back when, who was it? Eagle Boys or was it Domino's had the partnership with them?
Well, my local Blockbuster was connected to a Pizza Hut. It had a door.
Ours was next door. Literally same wall that had it.
Well, it was next to it, but they had the glass fronts and there was a glass door between the shops where you could literally just go between the shops.
I was about to say, because like where you're originally from, might be the same one I'm thinking of where my nan lives. No, maybe not.
Oh, I can show you later. But no, it was hectic going there, going to Blockbuster, then getting something from Pizza Hut. That is such memories.
The one I'm thinking of, to get into the Blockbuster, you had to walk through the pizza. I'm sure it was Eagle Boys. That they had
it might have been.
You had to enter into like Eagle Boys and walk past their sort of section to get into.
No, it wasn't the same. You could go in either one of them, but they had a door between them.
Yeah. So I think ours was a Video Easy, but it wasn't. There was a Blockbuster in the other divorced parents where the other one lived.
Yeah.
And it was connected as well, which was I think
Blockbuster was at mum's, Video Easy was dad's.
No, mine was the other way around. It was good fun. But like you'd walk in and the shopping area that it's located in looks identical to what it did 20 years ago. It's the exact same. But like we walk in, get everything, and then you just walk next door, get your pizza, because you'd order your pizza, go spend 10 minutes looking for a movie, and you go, oh cool, you got a phone call, your pizza's ready. You'd walk back around.
Yep.
And I don't know if you guys remember, but when you used to do shopping and you have the old school receipts from like Woolies.
And it'd have the clip, like the coupons on it.
On the back of it.
Yep.
You go, cool. You get some milk and eggs and whatever, and you go, oh, we got a 2-for-1 in a movie. You just go, yep, cool, rip that off, go straight to the Video Easy and just get it sorted.
The only thing, going back to midnight launches, the only thing that I feel like even has similar vibe these days, and this is very regional for here, is our local music shop. I don't want to say the name of it, has a very big sale on May the 4th every year, and people camp out.
I know it's all you. I was like, do you mean your local store or my local store?
No,
it's the same local store.
We live together. Has a massive, like, it is like people in Perth will try and come here for it and things like massive sales, because they have like 50% off $8,000 guitars or 90% off like a $6,000 guitar, like, but only one of them. And they have massive campouts for it, and people will jump in line, be there for days.
Why am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a very specific. I can hear it actually. A very specific TV ad.
Maybe I never saw the TV ads because I never lived.
You did, yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of it. I'll see if I can find it after this. But I'm thinking of it, and I'm like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've got stuff in that sale, and I was like, yeah, I would have camped out if I could have.
Yeah.
Still on midnight launches. I'm now wondering. There's a couple of them. There's one near us right now. There's another one near where we work. There's a game shop, like a physical game shop, like board game shop. I have a feeling they do midnight launches for stuff like Magic the Gathering and that, when new decks and stuff come out.
Yeah. You know
I
what?
think that's definitely a lot more popular now.
Yes, because it's
TCG stuff rather than actual games.
But they'll have, like, on the night that stuff's due to come out, they'll do late night opening, and they'll have competitions and that where it's like, hey, we're going to do a tournament to, celebrate the release of the new deck. By the way, the prize is a bunch of boosters and whatnot from the new stuff.
That's kind of cool. I like that, rather than just giving it to the scalpers.
Yeah.
I had another thought on the. I nearly said the name of that shop that's near us, because it's in that video is in my head now. Oh Lord, I had another thought. It's gone. It's completely gone.
Oh well. But I mean, like, I still really miss the days of being able to go to Blockbuster, Video Easy, getting a couple of games, a movie for the weekend, and then going next door and getting the pizza and going home. That was
nostalgia is a very powerful thing. It's stuff that like
man.
the current generation will never experience, like that vibe. I don't think there's anything that really
what's
compares.
The current version though? Because my parents and their parents all had their own thing, because it was like a physical thing.
I don't know what the comparison would be. The first one to see a particular meme on TikTok or something, and knowing that
6, 7.
I feel like the thing with that was like going and getting a movie and like the pizza or a game from the video shop for the weekend was, I think, again, it goes back to that ritualistic thing where it was the process of doing it as well, and it was a physical thing, where now it's what you go home. Hey, we want to get pizza. I mean, you could get pizza delivered back in the day as well. Like,
we definitely could. But
but like we could go on Uber Eats. Oh, we want to watch a movie? It's on Netflix. You just sit down and just watch it. And it's like having the idea of
spoiled for choice
on these emulators, because you can just do whatever. Where that was a very, what 5 movies for $20 are we getting? Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, one for mum, one for dad, and then you get a couple for the kids, and then there's a family movie, because it's like, I was 4 girls and myself, so it was like, I always got my own movie, because the girls usually picked on 1 or 2 themselves.
Yep.
So it's like, my stepdad would get a movie, and then I would get my own movie, but then his movie was also technically my movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, make sure you rewind it before you like put it on so we can actually watch it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, be kind and rewind.
Yeah, you get charged $1 if the tape's not rewound properly. Back to what I was thinking, because I remembered it. It kind of links back more to Blockbuster, completely unrelated to games. I mentioned this, I think, to you last week. That the movie company that makes those really shitty knockoff movies, when they were originally a proper movie studio, they got the rights to do War of the Worlds. Yeah. And it was going to be their own interpretation. Finished it all, got it done in like 6 to 9 months, because like a small studio, they're like, we're going to do this movie. Turns out James Cameron was also making Titanic at the same time. The only reason they got kept in business and have been doing movies for so long, I could be wildly inaccurate on some of these points, but is because, Blockbuster reached out to them and said, hey, look, we want to do an order for 100,000 of your movies thinking it was the original War of the Worlds that James Cameron was doing. So they shipped 100,000 of this really shitty C-grade movie out, and they cashed in, and they're like, okay, cool, we're just going to keep doing this now, and found I can't remember the studio's name, it's like Ambilight or something like that, and just kept producing movies at the same time as new movies got announced that were getting made.
Yep.
So they could just keep that ball rolling, and now that it's been 25 years or whatever it's been.
And they're still around.
And they're still making bad movies. But their turnaround is like 6 months, and they get a team of like 30 people to make these really bad
Shit movies.
How do they stay in business though?
because people, it's like the same thing with The Room. It's a cult
such
following
low
now for bad
overhead.
movies.
Oh, okay.
Like what's
Yeah.
that bird flu movie? Is
Yeah, Lizard loves those shit movies, like really shit movies. It's like all the stuff that's on fucking Tubi.
No, it's all the
Starving Games and
Yeah.
all the horror movies
Die
that come
Harder.
out that like
No, that's a real one, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, all the horror movies that come out where like the Winnie the Pooh horror movie and
Yeah.
the Bambi horror movie and all of that.
well, that's just
And
because those licenses
Public
have
domain.
gone. Yeah.
yes, that
Which
is
I think
part
Batman's
of it.
public domain very shortly.
Very soon. Yep.
It's next year. I
But
thought
the
it was-
thing is, what they're trying to do is that a lot of these companies are like, this is what Disney did because Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse is now public domain.
Yes.
Because they originally was supposed to be like 90 years or even less. And then in the 90s or early 2000s, Disney fought against it and they won. And it got pushed back another 20, 30 years and then tried to fight again and it didn't work. So now the big thing is it's that iteration of that character. So Mickey Mouse isn't in the public domain, but the Steamboat Willie version of him is.
Yeah. So it's got to be that hat, that pants.
Yeah,
that
so
sort of-
which they'll probably end up doing that with a lot of these other characters where
yeah, which I think Batman is the not the Adam West version, but like the
no, just the original
It's
comic
the-
one.
like,
But
yeah,
it's the
detective
original.
comic.
Yeah, it'd be like they'll say it's this version of him where Batman didn't really come into his own until like the late 40s, early 50s. So there'll be like another 20, 30
the
years.
Cape Crusader rather than
the grey and,
Batman.
grey and blue coloring rather than
Yeah,
the
exactly.
black and yellow.
Yeah.
Which I think. Oh,
Shut up.
time for back exercises. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think the whole idea of the public domain is interesting because it's like, hey, all creatives can now use this however they want, and then you get stuff like that Winnie the Pooh horror movie, which I'm sure it's great, but I'm not watching it.
No, definitely
But you
not.
also get, unfortunately, you also get things where
Porn.
the big studios, like Sony, for example, are like, oh, the license is already up. Okay, almost up. We better make another Spider-Man movie just so that we can keep it.
Yeah,
Which is
a
why
lot
they
of
had
stuff
all
does
the early 2000s Spider movies.
Yeah, but I mean, those movies are great.
They are very, like, as you said before, core memories there.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of them, like the revamps and all that, like that's
What do you mean
Could've-
that? I mean, the deal that Sony and Disney made for the Tom Holland to be in as many movies as he was with Disney is like astronomical. They got paid it. Like I think they could use Spider-Man all this, but Sony earned all the merchandising rights or something like that.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
And it had to say Sony in the Disney movie as like one of the studios beforehand. Like they got paid a absolute bucket. I think Amy, whatever her name is.
Winehouse.
No, not her. She should have gone to rehab.
Yeah. No. Shout out Neil Patrick Harris. Do you know about that?
no.
So
I only just found this out the other day.
Oh, really? Yeah. So Amy Winehouse died in like 2008, I think.
Yeah, something around then.
Like 3 months later, it might not even be. It might have been only like 3 or 5 weeks later. Neil Patrick Harris had a birthday party, and he made like a cake, and it was a decomposing, rotten Amy Winehouse corpse, and they're like making fun of it. Something along those lines. I was like, whoa.
I only saw this because it came up again. It was like everybody, I remember, hate Neil Patrick Harris. And it's like, oh, what's this? Clicked on it. It was like that whole thread was just going on about the cake and all that sort of stuff. Funny,
All
but
right. I
also
saw a
like
similar thing just the other day. Like it was hey, remember when celebrities used to hang out like this? It was some birthday party where Katy Perry, I can't remember who the actual, like it was some skeezy photographer that at the time wasn't thought of as so skeezy.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. No. It was Perez
Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some birthday party or something that he'd done. I remember that like the big name that was on there was Katy Perry, but there was like a bunch of other big name celebrities on there as well. You look like you're looking it up right now.
no, I'm looking at the cake.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen the cake actually.
I'm hoping it's the cake.
Let me see. Wow. Wow, look at that. We're not showing this on stream.
Christ.
So, like,
That
it's
is-
a fondant cake for sure.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
that's
I hope
very grim.
it is.
Just if you want to see it, we're not going to show it on here. Just type up what Amy Winehouse, Neil Patrick Harris cake.
Yeah. But like nostalgia again, like seeing all this stuff about like celebrities and that they used to hang out. And
Yeah.
like it wasn't for photo shoots or movie
I feel like they
releases and
still
all
do.
of that. I'm sure they do, but it's
Same
not.
time,
They did. They're at the
don't
Diddy
really
parties.
Yeah. Same
the
time, I don't
island
really care.
No, not so much.
Celebrities,
anymore.
I don't really care about most of them. A lot of them are fucking boring.
Yeah. Oh, I did see there's a thread that came up on Twitter this morning, and I definitely should have been getting ready for work. People are kind of predicting that there's going to be a Kim Kardashian / what's that chip that Elon's putting in people's heads?
Oh, that AI thing? Yeah.
Because she failed the bar. She was going through that whole process. She failed the bar, and then she put up something saying, "Oh, I thought like she did a brain scan on the latest season of Kardashian."
I saw something about that.
And
Like frontal
someone-
lobe isn't
it's
developed
not-
or something.
and it's difficulty learning or some bullshit like that. And then the first comment was from some doctor, and he goes, "This is absolutely gearing up for a partnership between the Kardashians and then the brain chip or whatever the hell it is, to be like, I took this, now I passed the bar. I'm much smarter thanks to this chip."
Yeah.
And they're like, everyone in the comments is like, no, that won't happen. It's like, the Kardashians are absolutely brilliant business.
Yeah.
They're brilliantly business minded.
I saw the same thing about her like comment. I can't remember what her comment was about like it was like it was like the bottom 20th percentile or
God.
something. I cannot remember the exact thing that was said, but
I'll
it was
find
that
it.
she'd failed at
It
something.
was impressively bad.
Yes. And she made some comment that just like sort of hammered home. But I saw a lot of people pointing out that like the amount of times this has been reported on and the amount of like push it's getting, there is some sort of marketing thing behind it for sure. So you could be very well right.
The brain scan reveals stress-related low activity. Doctor, whoever it was, showed recent activity in Kim's frontal lobe, which is linked to chronic stress from intense bar exam study in her businesses like Skims. Oh, they're plugging that. And then this guy goes, "My money is on her using this to set the stage for getting a Neuralink and telling everyone how much better she is, and then immediately passing the bar to prove that it works."
Wait, so the way you read it there made me think that it's showing that she's not stressed, not that she's not intelligent.
No, the low activities from stress-induced eczema from studying from the bar. That was what the brain scan said.
Okay.
Either way, it's stupid marketing, but I don't care.
Yeah.
How many games you downloaded?
I downloaded the Spyro trilogy, but it looks like it needed something to do with the mouse at the start, so I haven't fully gone into it.
Yeah, I've downloaded 4 games.
I'm
since
just
it's been here.
importing Ocarina of Time from my local server.
Tom, you have something on our topic list that you wanted to talk about that I have no idea what it is.
Oh, Bird Game?
Yes.
Do you know anything about
No,
Bird Game?
I have no other than Flappy Bird, but other than that,
AI TikTok trend.
Oh, God.
So
Why?
you started this, Brock. You brought it up.
I didn't know what it was, and now I feel disappointed.
That's how it feels having a conversation
So,
with you.
I mean,
I have seen this.
I have seen Bird
Yeah.
Game. Okay. So let's just look
still
this.
rocking the hummingbird? That's so default.
Yeah, I can't even talk, man. Big as hell.
Probably doesn't even have skins. Imagine.
Hey, watch me clip this no-skill eagle.
The fuck you mean no skill eagle? Brother, you use the hummingbird like a little fucking bitch that you are.
Yeah, whatever. Cry about it, pussy.
I might go hummingbird, to be honest.
Bro, don't you dare. That's so lame.
Dude, no
I
one
kept
wants a
seeing all these
hummingbird, man.
AI generated
Trash
clips
bag.
of like in lobbies and people like using Hummingbird in Bird Game and then talking shit. It's like, bro, there's no skill in Hummingbird. Bro, what the fuck? Oh, you're cheesing, you're playing Hummingbird. And it just evolved more and more and more. And now people are making Bird Game. Now I'm seeing compilations of fake Bird Game ads from the early 2000s made with AI. I'm seeing gameplay of Bird Game. And people doing clutch moments in Bird Game.
This is like back when they did the back when AI first sort of took over and they were doing like the celebrity and presidential COD lobbies with like Obama and Trump and
Similar
Biden.
idea. This has got way less thought into it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But back then it was like impressive to do the voiceovers. Now it's like you can make Will Smith eat his bowl of pasta real quick.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it on YouTube here, but I got a couple this afternoon that were Bird Game, and they were mimicking early 2000s video game commercials, like over the top. And bro, they were getting shockingly close. Like, fuck, I would have seen this in 2002 on G4 or something like that.
Well, it was Bird Game 3 release right there a month ago.
Look at this.
Oh. 6 and 7, and look at this crowd. Bird Game 3 is about to break records, man.
They put the Falcon class back in?
I miss gliding around the cliff.
They said new migration maps. Whole flocks this time.
Dude, my
So they
I love Sora.
Bird Game 3 is about to break
Some of this.
Your daddy was home when you left.
I don't know what that was.
Your mama was home when you left. Your sister was.
Okay.
Speaking of, I'm very keen
we
for
do
Avatar
not. We
3.
do not need shorts on our podcast.
No,
Get rid
you
of that.
don't. We don't.
I mean, they might pay attention this far there for this retention.
You
But
guys
okay,
keep
so that's
talking.
all the Bird Game was just
No, I wanted to show
AI
you-
generated crap.
It is, but it's just evolved into such more.
Oh, this makes me
I
so sad.
did
for the world.
see a TikTok at lunch today of it must have been at Universal or something like the Grinch. And some kid walks up to him and they're counting, and the kid goes 6, 7, and he just goes 7. He goes 8, 9, and then starts waving his hands the other way. And the kid is like, "Oh, you can't do that." And he goes, "Wait, that's actually really clever." And then I was like, obviously now that's going to start being that they're going to build off 6, 7 to be 8, 9, and whatever
Other
else.
shit like that. Yeah, 100%. You'll see that shit. I mean,
some guy like duetted it and he goes, "I just did this with my kid. He got so angry. It was so worth it." But it's going to be like another week before it goes the other way.
Yeah.
Oh well. Let me have a look.
Bird
Game. But now people like people are actually developing a bird game because they're like, oh fuck, this could actually be cool. It's like, oh, you can use all the different classes and shit.
Isn't it like the Italian Brain Rot Royale or whatever they did? And it's just like all
Sort
the
of.
animals with RPGs.
easy claps, man. Get out of my game.
Is that right trigger to loot?
Hey, watch me clip this no-skill eagle.
The fuck you mean no skill eagle?
It's just funny.
I do love the prompts. What's that big bird called?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
He was supposed to work, but Bird Game 2 had other plans, so he left it all behind and dropped in. Bird Game 2, rated M for mature.
Okay. Yes.
Mature.
Yes. Reminds me very much of
very early 2000s shit. Oh, no, now they're doing Bird Game 3 anti-piracy screen because this is like a sort of a fucking thing that was on TikTok for a while ago, like showing all these games anti-piracy screens that like how scary they are and shit like that. And now people are making Bird
this
Game
is
3.
not interesting content. I'm sorry.
That's because you're not
AI.
on TikTok.
Well, we definitely can't play that part. But yeah, no, really just wanted to show that ad. I saw a couple more, but
Hummingbird has no counters.
yeah, Hummingbird OP. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to talk about?
I've got one there, but it can wait till another week.
Yeah, it can.
We've got
That's
we've
its own
got-
video. It's
We've
its
had
own
a
video.
topic that has been like pushed back and back and back and back because it's just been our
Well,
keep it in the
Let-
back
let's-
pocket in
let's be
case we
clear.
run out of content.
It's Brock's topic and it's been pushed back for 3 or 4 weeks now.
We will talk about it. We'll probably talk about it
What are
next
you
week.
saying, Ben?
We'll
Skipping it.
We'll probably talk about it next week just because unless there's anything else crazy that comes out. But also,
Yes, there is.
what?
Is it Game Awards next week?
No, I think it's a week after, isn't it? Fuck, when is it?
We've got to figure that out because last time it screwed us.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was the 12th.
Yeah.
Maybe the 19th.
I'm sure it'll absolutely fuck us this year as well.
Oh, it will. Don't worry. 11th.
So it's the 12th. It was the 12th at 11 a.m. for us, a Friday.
Something, yeah.
So Friday week.
Yep.
Fuck. Why didn't I have leave next week? Oh well.
Who is that?
I got no idea.
It looks like Discount Nathan Fillion, sort of.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
a random man.
I don't know. I don't know why he came
I know
up.
we found our thumbnail image though.
No, it's going to be a Thor again or something.
No, it'll be
I don't
Bird
know.
Game.
Be Bird Game, yeah. It'll be midnight launch in the background or something. I don't know.
Bird Game on the Thor screen.
Oh, bro.
Before we do finish, I do
Thor.
have. Yep, Bethor. I've got one little thing, which was the one we skipped over the top. I'm going to revise my score for
on
solo
the solo
leveling
leveling game.
very, very quickly. I'm putting it. I said, I believe 7 out of 10 last week.
This is for the solo leveling game.
Yes, that just came out on PC.
What's its
Yep.
game? What's its name?
Solo leveling Arise Overdrive.
Oh, yeah? Yep.
I'm dropping it to a 5.
A 5? What did you have it before? Sorry? It's
7 out of 10. If you are a fan of solo
hell.
leveling, you may like this game.
Yep.
I said last week that it felt very mobile gacha based. That's because it is entirely based off the mobile game Solo Leveling Arise.
Did you hear?
I hadn't looked that much into it leading up to the game because I'm one of those weird people that doesn't really look too hard into pre-release stuff.
That's not why you're weird. I keep going.
I was going to let him.
I like being surprised by what is in games. So, yes, they took the Solo Leveling Arise mobile gacha game, rebalanced everything, added new content, changed it up so there's no gacha mechanics or anything, which good for them for doing all of that. But then they charged $60 to release it on Steam, and
you're an idiot.
That's a fucking rort.
It's moment to moment. I don't think has changed that much from the original gacha game. It's enjoyable, but it's very grindy. Some of the stuff that they showed in the trailers was not outright lying, but is not how they sort of implied it to be.
Shock. That's mobile game behavior.
Yeah.
Bro. We got to do a mobile game.
Yes,
bracket.
we really do.
We do. We should do that actually.
But yeah, if you like the Solo Leveling anime or the original manhwa, you may like this. But yeah, I would definitely be making use of that.
Let's play the mobile game.
Yeah. Well, I hope that guy fucking goes on TikTok and rips you to shreds about Solo Leveling again. You never saw that video, eh?
I don't watch TikTok.
Yeah, I know. You don't interact with any of our stuff at all, which is really good for
I watch all the stuff for YouTube.
I'm glad you watch it and don't interact with it.
Yeah, no comments, no like and subscribe.
Yeah.
What are you doing? No
I was
shares.
really good in this one.
Well, I like that guy with the long hair. He's pretty.
Oh, thank you.
His name is Tom.
Yeah. Well,
so easy.
Well, with that, did you have anything else to say, Ben?
No, I think I'm all good.
Yeah, well, with that, that was episode 64.
We're getting ever close to the forbidden number.
Oh god, yeah, we're gonna have to do something crazy for that.
I was thinking 67, not 69, but yeah, that.
Fucking hell. Either way, 64 best number. We got there. Nintendo 64 and that. And with that, Brock, is there something you got to say?
We will save it there.
All right. See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.